This screencast will focus on how to adapt your board work for an online classroom. In a face-to-face class, at the start of the lesson, your board is very often blank. As you progress through the lesson, your board starts to look something like this. Don't worry about the parts that are bolded, underlined, slashes, and these symbols. We'll address those when we look at how to teach vocabulary. For now, we're looking at how to make your board work inductive and student-centered when teaching online. So if this is the goal for the end of the lesson, as you teach, your board is probably going to look something like this. The reason it looks so strange is all of the work that is on this board is here too. It's simply be blanked out with white font and boxes. So as you teach a word, cover the picture ever so slightly so that you can find it easily. And as you teach, to uncover, simply highlight the block and delete it. You'll need to have a pretty good idea of where your work is on your board. I know that I have a text box here, and I want this one to be in black. This means that you can now type to get the bold, the underline, and the slash. So as you elicit this information from the students, you can physically type it in. This allows for a more inductive approach. In this box, I know that I want this to be green. So in doing this word, all I'm really doing is uncovering an image, typing in the eliciting as I get it from the students, and changing my font colors. As you can see, it doesn't take a lot of extra time. In fact, it's quite natural and in line with what you would be doing if you were writing on the board. Unfortunately, as you can see, it will keep changing from lowercase to uppercase. This is how you'd progress through the lesson until everything has been uncovered. So the question now is, how did I do this? If you look at the placement of my symbols, they were already in place before I typed or before I added anything else. Let's rather go back. So before I split the word, I already knew that I had something else underneath it. The placement is slightly off where the word is now, but as I elicit the information that I need from the students, the placement will automatically correct. So it's important in setting up your board work to make sure that you know what you want it to look like by the end of the lesson, and then think through the different steps as you are teaching. This took perhaps 10 minutes to do. To insert your boxes, for a regular text box, go to this icon, draw the size of the box that you want, and then type. Think about your font size as well when you're planning your lesson. 18 is a bit small. I've set all of mine at 25. Sorry, at 30. These ones are 25. To get this white box, go to your shapes and select this image. Draw the box over the picture, it'll automatically come up as blue. Right-click on the box to format the shape. If you're comfortable, you can do it from here immediately. In the shape, it needs to be a solid fill, and you need to change the color to white. For the line, you need to include no line. This will give you an invisible box. Remember to make sure that it's not too invisible, or you might struggle to find your pictures during your lesson.